The purpose of this video is to explore the ethical issues associated with the distribution of copyrighted materials in the field of education. Mrs. Lee and Mr. Olson work closely together to provide rich content to their fifth grade students. Mrs. Lee has been given the assignment to find additional resources to support their students' education. Mrs. Lee loves to explore resources on a well-known teacher resource site and selects a fun and engaging activity. She pays for the activity and downloads the resources for her students. Mrs. Lee notices in the disclaimer that the resources are copyrighted and allow only one license per teacher. During their planning meeting, Mrs. Lee tells Mr. Olson about the wonderful resources she found. Mr. Olson is excited and asks Mrs. Lee to share the resources with him at no cost. What should she do? According to the AECT Commitment to the Profession, Section 8, Principle 8, members shall inform users of the stipulations and interpretations of the copyright law and other laws affecting the profession and encourage compliance. In addition to the AECT Code of Conduct, Mrs. Lee does a little research and learned that in 1998, President Clinton signed the Digital Millennium Copyright Act. The DMCA was passed as an anti-piracy statute, effectively making it illegal to circumvent copy protection designed to prevent pirates from duplicating digital copyrighted works and selling or freely distributing them. Not only is it unethical for Mrs. Lee to share her paid-for resources, it is also unlawful. After reviewing the AECT guidelines and her research on the Digital Millennium Copyright Act, Mrs. Lee informs Mr. Olson that he will need to purchase his own copy of the resources. So sorry, Mr. Olson.
Created using Powtoon.